Everything for a Laugh by Corey Blake. In a bar, Charlie is slumped over, staring into a glass. Both Charlie and the glass are nearly empty, and so is the bar. A bartender occasionally enters, does a few bartender things, and then exits. Eventually, the bartender approaches Charlie from behind the bar.
So, look, we've been closed for about 40 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting for a guy. He has my keys.
Well, you're the only one here, so maybe he's outside.
Oh, look at that. No one's here.
Yep, we're closed.
How much?
You already paid.
I did?
Yeah, 40 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry.
The bartender begins cleaning up Charlie's area at the bar. Charlie slowly heads towards the door, a bit unsteady.
Hey, you got a ride, an Uber or something?
Uh, yeah. Well, no. But yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. Either you have a ride or you don't.
Well, my keys. There was this guy. I thought he worked here.
You mean Bob?
I don't know. I didn't get his name.
Bob is our janitor. Did he take your keys?
Yeah.
Why would he do that? Bob doesn't talk to the customers.
Well, it was,
But the bartender comes out from behind the bar and sits Charlie down at a table.
I'll give you 5 more minutes to sober up. Bob should be in soon.
sorry. Okay.
The bartender gets a glass of water and puts it on the table in front of Charlie.
You okay?
It's nothing.
What's up?
I just suck.
Oh, I see.
The bartender sits down with Charlie and pushes the glass of water to Charlie.
All right. Let's hear it. What happened?
I've been out here for 10 years, going up every night, over and over, and I just can't get it right.
Going up? What are you,
A comic. Supposed to be. I bombed tonight. Hard. Again.
look, I'm sure next time you're gonna be,
There won't be a next time. When I say I bombed, I mean it. They won't let me back at that open mic.
well, LA has lots of open mic
That
nights.
was the last one.
What?
I've been banned from all of them.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm that bad. I've wanted to do this since I was 9 years old. I would watch them on TV and everyone was laughing and happy, and they were so in control. Every word carefully chosen to get everyone to love them. It was the only place that seemed safe. A room full of people all laughing together, agreeing. Everyone was on the same page. It was like a little utopia that existed while they were on stage. Even if there was a heckler, they knew just what to say to shut them up. They could either turn them around or get them to leave. And the audience would be on their side through it all. And everything would go back to that safe, shared laughter. That's all I want. Just 5 minutes. I don't know how they do it. They make it look so easy. But no matter how much I rehearse and rewrite, when I get up there, it just falls apart. I go up there and it's just silence, awkward silence, judging me, hating me.
maybe you're putting too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, I can't take the pressure.
No, I mean,
I know what you mean.
okay, so what does that have to do with your keys?
He was helping me fix them.
Okay. So if comedy isn't working out so great, tell me about yourself. what else do you do? What do you do to pay the bills?
I work at a company that makes paint and wallpaper.
And what do you do there? You work in finance or HR or something?
No, I work in the interior paint division. I help with quality assurance.
So what do you do?
I'm the paint drying watcher.
The what?
I study how the paint dries to make sure that the color.
You watch paint dry for a living.
Well, yes.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's a real job.
Please tell me that that's in your routine.
I don't usually make it that far.
What's your name?
Charlie.
Charlie. I get what it's like to have this big dream that's so important and you don't want to screw it up. So you end up screwing it up because you're too careful.
You do?
But do you think I wanted to be a bartender when I was 9 years old? I wanted to help people. I want to help you. Now, come on. What's the deal with your keys?
Oh, God.
I have been working at this bar for a long time. I promise you, whatever it is, I've seen and heard worse.
I was going to leave over an hour ago and I got my keys out. I don't know. I dropped them and they got stuck in my glass.
What? Ow.
I don't know. The key got wedged in the inside of the glass. It just wouldn't come out. I was embarrassed, so I brought the glass into the bathroom and tried running it under the cold water, but that didn't help.
You ran it under cold water.
Yeah, I heard glass can expand and contract from temperature changes.
That's true, but cold water makes it contract.
Oh,
Yeah, you basically got it more stuck.
of course. Well, anyway, I ran into your janitor and he said he would get it out. I guess it's really stuck.
He probably just got distracted with something else. This place is kind of a disaster. So, the good news is I have heard worse. I don't think I've heard something more improbable, but I have heard worse. Look, I think you're funny. I bet all you need is a little confidence. You just need a win, and then you'll find your groove.
Well, I don't see that happening now that I've been banned from everywhere.
You need a manager. They can get you booked to clubs, and then you never have to worry about open mics again.
A manager would be amazing, but why would they sign me when I can't even do the most basic part of being a comic?
You need someone who believes in you, like I do. Uh, I'm not supposed to do this, but talent agencies will sometimes ask me to give them a heads up on promising newcomers.
Really?
His name is Marty Flashman. He works with a lot of big time celebrities in Hollywood studios. I'm sure you've heard of him.
Hmm.
He's a very powerful man, Charlie. He can make dreams come true. I can get you a meeting.
A meeting. But what do I say? I can't even do a 5-minute set.
Just be yourself. Marty Flashman loves authenticity. That's what you have.
I can't believe you do this for me. I mean, we just met. I don't even know your name.
Charlie, I've been a bartender for a long time. I'm an excellent judge of character. I see when people need something. You're hungry. You're ready.
I am ready.
I knew it. Now, to give you this business card, there is some paperwork.
Okay, sure.
The bartender puts the business card back and pulls out a piece of paper and a pen.
It's a very basic NDA. You sign this, and I can get you that meeting.
Charlie starts to read the document. The bartender slams her hand down on top of it.
Charlie, I can give you that utopia. Everyone laughing at everything you say. This is your chance. What do you say? Every word you say.
Charlie quickly signs.
Charlie, you've done it.
The bartender hands Charlie a business card.
Here's Marty's address. Head over there in the morning. I'll let him know to expect you.
This is amazing. You're going to get the best Yelp review out of this.
Yelp review.
What was today's special? Life-changing encounter? Would I recommend to a friend? Yeah.
You see, Charlie? It's already starting. This is just the beginning for you.
Yeah, amazing. Can I get my keys now?
His keys.
No, that wasn't a joke. I actually need my keys. Did you put him up to this? You had my keys this whole time?
Every word, Charlie. Every word.
Charlie looks in terror, grabs his keys from the bartender, and runs out of the bar.
So Corey Blake writes.
Well done, Corey.
Everything for a laugh.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. So this kind of came from um kind of cliche, but it came from a dream. I had a dream, and I was like, I swear, I was like, that's got to have been a Twilight Zone episode that I had a dream about. So I Google searched and I searched and I couldn't find it. And it probably is some like Twilight Zone wannabe kind of show that I probably saw, and it probably is out there somewhere. But I was like, well, I guess I'll write it. And Michelle and I were looking to do a scene together, so it was going to be that. And then she was unavailable, so I was like, well, maybe I'll just direct it. And so I threw it out there and had three fantastic actors step up, which I was so thrilled about. After a rewrite, so I kind of rewrote it and expanded the ending, and then threw it out there, uh, and so yeah, it was great. It was really cool to see them just naturally get what I was trying to go for. So it was really cool. Um, and Yeah, just really thrilled with it. It was tough. The ending was the toughest part because of the technical limitations of Zoom, where the audio is kind of like not sure where to go, who to go to. So we got pretty good, but thank you, Robert. It's like it's weird. It's like the smallest part, but it's the most important part because it was technically demanding, precision was needed, and it was the thing that sold the whole thing. Like if it didn't make s- if his laughter didn't work, the whole thing would have fell apart. So and Phil was fantastic, like the great like vulnerability and like that great sensitivity that allowed for him to be the target of Leslie's amazing bartender. So it all just fit in really nicely. I'm really proud of the group. So thanks so much.
It
Thanks.
it, it
Well, this
brought
is
back
really fun.
memories of doing stand-up comedy back in the well, for me back in the 70s and 80s. And but when he said, "Oh no, I've been kicked out of all the clubs," that was great. Very well done, very well written and performed.
And I really liked the character change for Leslie to go from that, oh, I'm this nice, sweet, I can sit here and listen to you, to this very evil. I also like the fact that you didn't actually say, oh, she's the devil, or, you didn't really have to say it. You gave enough for us to know kind of what was going on.
And that Leslie look at the end, yes, that's
Yes, I was
yes, that was like,
scared.
oh, I better be nice to her. I better be nice to her.
Good point out.
Well done, Leslie. Well done.
The horns, although I said to them in rehearsal, it looks more like Princess Leia, but
Very good. Well done.
So are you going to be doing any more writing for us, Corey?
Uh, Potentially, yeah. I mean, it just kind of depends on. I'm not a very disciplined or prolific writer, so when it comes, if it comes, then sure, yeah, yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
like?
I have to say it was really funny. Sorry for
Oh.
interrupting, but it was a really funny scene. And also, I think especially Phil, he was playing really funny.
Yes.
Would you like to collaborate on the superhero script?
Say it again?
Would you like to collaborate on the superhero script?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be great.
Because I'm still not sure how to work it out. Maybe the both of us together, we kind of figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That sounds great.
All right, good, good.
I don't know if we did that in this group, but I'm wondering if maybe we could do that if we haven't, or even if we have, where all the writers collaborate. Like we all write like a chunk of one piece, a few pages, and then you hand it off to the next writer, and it becomes very interesting what the next person does with it and how you just shape a piece like that. But that might be something fun for this group to do. All the writers just take one piece and each one of us writes a few pages until we have something.
Like a round robin kind of thing.
I did that one time with another group, and two of the writers, me being one of them, worked very well together. The third writer took the script and rewrote the entire thing.
Naughty.
And we had one of the hosts
Naughty.
What's that?
to work it out with her. And we pretty much worked it out, but it was basically her not being willing to give up what she thought was perfection.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
familiar. That
Yeah.
sounds familiar.
Right parameters in place with
I
this
know
group.
perfection. I know perfection.
So if we did that as a collaboration with, so we would end up with just one piece, right? Would it be
Yeah.
like a full-length piece? Yeah. The other thing I was thinking of is to have a common theme, is to suggest a theme, and all the writers for that month write something for that theme.
Oh yeah, other groups do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's what we do at the theater group.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still waiting. I think now that we've charging $10 for an entry, we haven't got the 300 entries we got before. But if anyone's interested, it's Sky Pilot Theater, and the theme is second chances. And the one I remember most, Corey, you were in it. You played a young cowboy camping
Yeah.
out. And I don't know if it was Steven or some other guy playing an older cowboy who comes to visit you.
That was Jonathan, right?
What?
Jonathan?
Jonathan, my name,
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you draw guns on each other and everything. And it turns out he's you in the future.
Yeah, it
Right.
was Steven's,
thought-
that was Steven's play, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your play, Steven. If you wanted to put that one in again, now the $10 charge. But I thought that's a good second chance.
You've only gotten 4 entries?
We haven't got as far as I know, I'm in the literary committee. I haven't seen any entries yet. The deadline is May 15th.
Okay, I'll go ahead and submit that piece. Yeah, I was thinking of doing it for a theater group in the Woodside Queens, but there was a conflict with the schedule and I couldn't do it. So yeah,
No, that one, because I think Second Chance is so close to the what if theme that if you think it's right, the second chance for the one that I did when I was selling the Timekeeper to Donetto,
right.
the timepiece could be a second chance.
Yeah.
He gets a second chance. I loved that. I pushed for that one. I wanted to be in that again.
Okay. But
I love
that
that.
was submitted previously, right? And they
Yeah,
rejected.
yeah, no, you didn't. That again, that's because we ended up with 300.
So maybe I should submit something different just in case there's someone
Yeah.
in the group who remembers that piece.
Yeah. No, I
You
just,
both
because I mean, the writers here are great. We love the submissions, and we just had to do that because 300 was too many plays to try to read and
Okay.
narrow it down.
I can imagine 300.
Well, yeah, $10 isn't that much. A lot of these groups and festivals will charge $40 for you to
And, yeah, I believe it's $10. The winner gets the one that Jeff Dunn submitted, got the audience award, the one I was in, and some other one was the producers award or best play or something, and they get $50. But no, I mean, you got such great playwrights here that hopefully get to do one of theirs on stage.